What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to One Way Bay. Does the airport look any different to you from here? It should. There's a couple minute things. Well, there's a lot of things, actually. Let's go to the montage! So here we are in time-lapse mode for the first time, I think, in One Way Bay history in the series. I don't think I've time-lapsed in City Skylines before, and for a long time I was actually against time-lapses, but I kind of see the necessity now that I'm doing so much detail work around here in the airport area. So, yeah, we're gonna give this a try. I want you guys to let me know if you like this or not with a thumbs up or a thumbs down right now. Well, after you see this. Because this is kind of going to be how the next series is going to go, I think. We're going to do a lot more detailing. I've said this multiple times by now, but we're going to be doing a lot more detailing around that next city, so we're probably going to have to go through and do a lot more of these time-lapse things, because doing a lot of detailing live, not good. Just, it's not fun to watch, and it's not, I can't make it entertaining. But you'll see when this is all said and done how great this airport actually looks. Well, at least I think so. By my standards, it looks awesome. So I actually went through and downloaded a couple more props, mostly for the airport, obviously for, well, the airport. But yeah, I got a couple more things that's gonna help us out. I also got a comment after I was done making this about a mod that I guess would let me draw taxiways, and I didn't know that, so maybe I'll go back, but you'll see me actually drawing the taxiway lights on the tarmac here, just to give it more of a realistic look, to connect up the two airports. I think it ties it together fairly well. I also go through and put some line work down, which is very, very subtle, but at the end, it makes it look just that much better. I also have a plane that's gonna perpetually just be in like a taxi over to the other runway. Obviously, it's just a prop, it's an asset, it's not doing much, it's just gonna look like it's doing something from a distance, and if you don't stare at it too long, it's gonna look great. Anyway, the fence work was a pain to get done correctly around here. The actual, like, line drawing asset or mod that I downloaded it's not compatible, how do I put this? It doesn't work real well with the prop anarchy. You'll notice that even though I have prop anarchy on right now, it's not letting me build these fences in like the road. So if I go through and place them individually, I can still place the fences, or I can place them anywhere. But for some reason with this mod, it doesn't actually work. You'll kind of see an example of that right there. But yeah, so the fence now, we have a perimeter fence around the entire airport, which is good because, I mean, realistically, most, if not all airports are going to have that fence because they don't want people accidentally or on purpose going onto the runways. It's just not a good look. It's not a good time for whoever does that. So yeah, we go through and do a lot of foliage work around, and also a lot of fence work. And what else do we do here? Obviously, we put a bunch of the plane props around, and I put them close to the hangars just to make it kind of look like the planes are getting worked on by staff or whatever. I got a couple mods that were the, lift truck and the stairs. I think you've seen that by now. So yeah, it looks like the airplane stairs are there, so the door is actually open, and people can walk up and work on the plane or do whatever. And you'll see on the other side of the airport, we do a little bit more with that. So here, I wanted to use the pavement tool to kind of tidy up this middle parking area. Unfortunately, it kind of interfered with a bunch of stuff. Like, as you've seen before, when the pavement goes up to the sidewalk, it actually creates like a weird crease, which actually happened all over the runways. We're not going to talk about it because I think I got them to a point where they're not like glaring. They're pretty subtle. But yeah, throughout this whole main area, I actually just wiped all of the bushes that we had out. I put these planters down, and I put the pavement down under all of it. So it looks pretty good now. It's kind of a subtle change, but you know, it's for the best, I think. These little planters make this area look great. I tried to do kind of like two big bushes and then one small bush in the middle, and then a couple bushes here and there, just to not keep it like so symmetric. But I mean, that area looks great. Of course, we're gonna go back and actually look at all of this in detail after this little time-lapse montage. Here we're doing a little bit of detail work around the hotels. They are gonna stay here, and yes, we do have hotels in the airport. I mean, for the commuters, we've been through this last episode. I had to go through and actually flatten the land out because the hedge props weren't syncing up correctly, and they're not perfect, but I mean, it's to be expected. I didn't really go through and actually flatten all this land out before we built the airport. Well, that's kind of a lie. I did a little bit of that, but I guess it didn't come out perfectly. So yeah, it all works later. I mean, this game, I do a lot of detail work in Planet Coaster because you're right up in the action. But in City Skylines, the smallest details you're not really gonna notice because a lot of the game is played very far back. You're not gonna see like the intricacies of like the bushes that are put back, or all those bushes that I put together. You're not gonna see if they're a little far or a little off from each other offline, because you're never really gonna zoom in that far. I mean, at a distance, it's gonna look great. So we had this big open space right at the exit of the airport for the traffic. So I figured might as well just make that into a big like plane parking area, like a parking lot for planes, I guess is a good way to put it. But I was looking at putting like a hangar in here, but it looked too ridiculous. The hangars that I downloaded, I have a couple of really big ones, but then they just looked weird being where they were. They had to be on roads, so they had to be like right up on the roads around the terminal. So I kind of ditched that idea, and I just put some planes around here like they're parked, and then we have a bunch of crew crew carts and like trucks and all that kind of working on them. So it's kind of like a really cool little area. And yeah, I think that's about it here. Let's get back into the game, and I'll go ahead and take you on like a real live tour of what's going on around the airport for the final product. Alright, so here we are back live at the One-Way Bay International Airport. The airport district, I guess. This is the international airport, but this is the regular one. It's all one kind of thing now, but I don't know. Anyway, first thing you'll notice, you saw this in the montage, but I've placed an airport sign. Look at that. I found one, and it seems to fit. Wow. Come on, space them out a little bit, guys. That's dangerous as all hell. Anyway, yeah, so we now have an official airport sign, so when people are pulling up, they know that, wow, these planes are actually at an airport instead of just like randomly in my city somewhere. I don't know why they would think that, but anyway, this is it, man. This looks awesome. This is probably the most amount of detailing I've done anywhere ever in City Skylines. Mostly because now I have like Prop Anarchy, and it's letting me do some of the very intricate things that I wanted to do. So, man, this looks alive and it looks great. I love how this came out. So first thing you'll notice is the fence work I mentioned before. I don't think I mentioned this in the montage, and if I do, forgive me for repeating myself, but this little hangar over here, I imagine this regional airport as being more of like the smaller planes. Like smaller planes would come down this runway and kind of get serviced by this small terminal. So that's why I kind of had this little private jet kind of thing parked over at this smaller hangar. Also, I don't think the bigger jets would have fit in this kind of hangar. Well, maybe not. I could check over there. Anyway, this all got fixed throughout here too. I just remember that I did this. I went through with the new pavement tool that I have, or the, like this, what is this called? Surface tool. I should probably learn that. But yeah, I went through here and I tweaked a lot of little things around here, like that. Looks great. All the way down. So the highway basically is our new boundary where the pavement stops. I need to find, I'm sure they have it, I just haven't looked, but I need to find like a guardrail prop, because then I can line this entire highway with guardrails, because like over here especially, when there's just pavement, like theoretically you could literally just drive a car up this and get to the airport, because there's no fence around here, which is actually kind of dangerous. We should probably continue the fence down to there. I actually should probably continue the fence down to here at least, but yeah, I'm looking for guardrails. I'll probably do that in between episodes if I remember to. Anyway, let's continue back toward the airport. You guys saw me putting down a bunch of foliage. I think this looks really good with the small bushes in front, the fence, and then the taller trees, or taller hedge. It's not a hedge, it's just like a big tree bush thing. What is this? Okay. This is going to drive me nuts because I always check that one out and I never, like, put them down. The reason why I don't really put them down, these are the cypress. I'm going to call them cypress trees. Yeah, the cypress trees, when they bunch up pretty close together, it looks pretty bad. The model isn't great. It's not greatly detailed, but it's pretty good. At least from a distance, too. I mean, it looks great when they're not right next to each other. So I like how this turned out. I like that that is also mirrored over here. I also put a little line of trees down here just to take some of the weird grass spot where the fence missed away. And this radar tower's over here. I know you probably saw that in the montage. I don't think I mentioned it, though. So, yeah, this is a little radar tower. Pretty awesome. I also put these, what is it, ISL lights? ILS? I think it's ILS. If anybody is a space, or not a space, an aeronautical fan, ILS, I think, is the light system incoming in something. I don't know. It helps the planes judge how high or low they're gonna make their approach. So that's pretty cool. Look at these lights. They're actually working. This is awesome. I actually haven't seen this at night yet, so this is pretty cool to watch. These lights are all working too. That's pretty awesome. I feel like the lights over here should... Oh, actually, you know why they're not on? Because we don't have the airport on. Huh, maybe we should turn the airport on. But yeah, this looks pretty awesome. This whole space is lit up. And actually, you know what? I didn't really want to do any building around here right now, but I think we should build a little bit over here. And by that, I mean, I just want to put a couple of these big airport lights in. Oh, yeah, so I should mention that a lot of my time spent in between episodes doing this, I think it was about an hour and a half maybe, of actually going through and doing all of this design work. And a lot of that time was spent trying to find props in these menus. I have so many props right now that, like, things get cluttered. And it's not that there's so many props that's the issue. It's stuff like this, where none of these really have any icon, and it gets kind of annoying. But, yeah, I had to go through. I started to get, like, a hold of where things were, so that was nice, but, I mean, still, it took a while. Anyway, let's go back, and let's check out the hotel area. This is finished now. This looks great. And actually, I noticed that I wanted to have 2 hotels here, and this got weird or screwed up at some point somehow, so I actually want to delete that and then relay this down as like a small, oh, not a house. Who would want to live next to an airport? I'll give you that. That's a terrible place to live. Anyway, put that there, and I'm thinking maybe like a small little shop right there could pop up. That'd be kind of cool, especially because we have like a bus stop here that is just full of like tourists that are ready to like spend money. So that's pretty cool. I actually kind of like this hotel model here. It's the Grand Canyon Casino. I think that may be a prop or a building that I downloaded. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like the light going up the side. That looks pretty awesome, to be honest. And it really looks cool when you're over here. So yeah, I really enjoy that. I don't know. Oh, you know what that probably is? That's probably like a random sign plop, like on the building, that just grabs a random sign. And since I have so many weird signs now, it's probably screwing with it. Why can we not just get like one hotel here? Oh, you know why? Because that actually took away the 4th line of things here. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Should I delete this? Maybe I should delete this. If I delete this, Yes. And now I could get the fourth one. Or not. What's going on here? Oh, actually, you know what? Do I have a parking lot that's small enough to fit here? Man, I'm getting sidetracked now. Dang it. I wanted to do that. But I also want to take that away somehow. Actually, you know what I could do? I could take the little path tool and just do something like this. That'll take that away. That'll even that up. There we go. It's all been fixed. Very cool. I'll delete that. I'll bulldoze the building, and then I'll go through and actually place this back. We should get a bigger hotel here now. Then, of course, I'm going to have to go through here and place the pavement back in. So, yeah, this pavement that's off on, like, a weird grid that doesn't really have a sharp, like, corner angle, it's kind of weird. See what happened there? I don't know. It's a little funky, but like I was saying in the montage, you don't really notice this kind of stuff until you get real close to, like, the city. Like, when you zoom in, you'll start to notice that kind of stuff. And, of course, you guys probably wouldn't have noticed until I pointed it out. But, anyway, there we go. These will pop up soon, hopefully. And then let's continue going around here. A little bit of a lit area for pedestrians. I put some of these street lamps in here. They look pretty cool. They're also helping this area out. There are a lot of people here, actually. This whole area is working really well. Are these parked cars? I hope they're not parked cars. They are kind of parked there, though. I don't know. Oh, I don't think I showed this, but where are you going? Huh. Just gonna park there, going through all of the embankment and the taxi stand here. Guys, this is not how this works. You're supposed to drive around and use the whole flow of the entire area. It's designed like this way for a purpose. Anyway, I put some hedges behind these taxi stands. Wow, people are just gonna drive through here. Maybe we should put some sort of wall up here or something to make it so they can't just drive over it. But I don't know. I guess having the pavement down here makes it look a little more realistic because it looks like they're driving on pavement instead of just floating over the grass. But I guess, I don't know. This whole area, anyway, looks pretty good now. People can park however the hell they want to get to it. I don't care anymore. They can get in here and park. And then there's these squares that I did the same thing that I did over in the hotel area. There we go. We have another one. Is this the Grand Canyon? Yeah, I guess maybe that is just a sign that's on the building. I don't know. Oh well. We have Daytime Rising, which is good. Also, Daytime Rising is a great band name, so if anybody is gonna watch my channel for any extended period of time, I'm just gonna come up with great band names on accident, and that's what's gonna happen. It's happened a few times already, but anyway. Yeah, I think we went over this area a little bit. I actually went through and put some of these oil spots down. Oop, didn't want to do that. But I have a prop thing somewhere like here with these like oil spots. And they look really cool because they look like if I go over here and place this under like where that bridge connects or whatever, it looks like that's a frequently used spot and like fluids drip down on the taxiway. Oh, speaking of taxiways, I put a couple little signs in here. This one is A, and this one is B. You'll see these all over real-world airports, and of course they wouldn't just be right there on airports. Like, there would be one here to, like, direct you how to get to the runway, but I figured this is fine for what we do here. So this will be runway A, this will be runway B. So, that's that. Yeah, I think this came out really, really awesome. I think. If you guys like it, give me a thumbs up. Also, give me a thumbs up if you like this like kind of weirdish, newish format. If you've watched any of my Planet Coaster videos, you'll notice that I've kind of trended toward this format for those because I do so much building and detailing, and it's not fun to watch that kind of work, but it is kind of fun to watch it in a montage format. So, yeah, guys, thumbs up this video if you liked this thing. Holy crap. Oh my god. There are literally 4 planes stacked right now. Oh, I don't even know what to say about that. Are they all going to go to the same terminal? No, that one's going to go here. That one's going to go No, well, those two are gonna go there. Were there 2, 3, 4? Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this one up before any other weird shit happens. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of One Way Bay. Next time, we'll do something, I'm not sure. I don't think we're gonna do much detailing in the next episode. We'll probably go into building, because we actually have quite a bit of demand for some stuff here. So, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay tuned for that. See ya.